Welcome back to soothing Dreamtime Ambience, your sanctuary for deep relaxation and restorative sleep. Tonight, we journey into the timeless serenity of Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, a vast wilderness of whispering pines, steaming springs, and starlit skies waiting to embrace you. Find a comfortable place to settle, curl up softly, and simply let go. Allow your body to sink into comfort, your breath to slow into peace. Let worries dissolve like mist over warm earth, drifting upward into the quiet night sky. Listen as this gentle voice washes over you, guiding you effortlessly toward the deepest, most regenerative sleep you've ever known. Take a deep breath and let go as the rhythm of your breathing slows. You begin to settle into the gentle serenity of this moment. Imagine yourself standing at the threshold of an ancient land, one full of warmth, wonder, and quiet mystery. This is Yellowstone National Park, a world shaped by fire and water, time and silence. Feel the air, clear, cool, and full of Earth's breath. The sunlight filters through tall lodgepole pines, scattering golden flecks across the forest floor. Each sound seems to whisper gently, "You are safe. You are calm. You are home." Breathe in the scent of wild sage and pine needles. Breathe out and let every muscle soften just a little more. Now, picture the ground beneath you, ancient, alive, and patient. Beneath the surface, vast chambers of heat and mineral-rich water move slowly, feeding the geysers and hot springs that have bubbled here for thousands of years. You can almost hear their quiet murmurs, the hiss of steam, the bubbling rhythm of Earth's heartbeat. As you walk slowly along a wooden boardwalk, the air grows warmer. A light mist drifts upward, delicate, glowing in the early morning sun. The color of the spring below shimmers like liquid glass, turquoise at its heart, ringed with amber and gold. You pause for a moment to simply be, to sense the immense calm of this place. The sound of the music fades slightly, blending now with soft ambient nature tones. Gentle wind, a low rustling of leaves, faint distant calls of birds. The landscape stretches outward. Endless valleys, quiet forests, distant peaks capped with snow. There's no hurry here. Every moment unfolds like water flowing downstream. Even the rivers move with steady grace. The Yellowstone River winding through meadows bright with wildflowers. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the soft rush of the river. Cool, soothing, and rhythmic. You can almost feel the mist brushing your face as you stand near a cascade, listening to the gentle roar of water falling over dark volcanic rock. As the sound of falling water fades, your thoughts begin to slow. Each breath carries you deeper into tranquility. Everything begins to soften. The edges of your thoughts, the tension in your body, the pace of your inner world. Now, the sun drifts lower. The light turns gold, spilling warmth across the land. A herd of bison grazes peacefully in the distance. Immense calm, moving slowly through a sea of tall grass. You hear their soft snorts, the muffled rustle of movement, the breeze rippling across the plain. The voice grows softer, slower, as though the world itself is exhaling. The earth feels steady beneath you, secure and timeless. This land has seen countless dawns and dusks, endless cycles of life and renewal. You inhale deeply, the scent of grass, pine, and distant rain. You exhale completely, releasing everything that no longer needs to stay. Beneath the velvet blue of the evening sky, colors fade into twilight. The first stars emerge, distant, clear, eternal. The wind softens to a whisper. You can hear the low, steady hum of the earth itself. Alive, gentle, grounding. In the distance, a lone elk calls, deep and resonant, echoing across the valley. The sound is both wild and peaceful, connecting you to the quiet heart of the wilderness. Let the sound fade now. Let your breathing guide you. In and out, slow and even. With each breath, you sink deeper into rest, peace, and stillness. The light begins to fade. Soft shades of amber melt into rose, then to deepening blue. You walk along a quiet path, each step slow and light, surrounded by the scent of sagebrush warming in the last touch of day. The sky above unfolds like a deep canvas, brushed with thin, glowing streaks of cloud. In this moment, the horizon seems endless, stretching beyond all thought or time. A gentle breeze moves through grasslands, carrying the faint rustle of wings. A night bird gliding low across the meadow. Everything feels still. The kind of stillness that holds life, not silence. You can sense it in your chest. That quiet energy, grounded and peaceful, the calm rhythm of the earth. Ahead, the faint glow of a geothermal pool radiates through the dim. Its surface ripples with heat, catching moonlight like liquid silver. You pause again, feeling the soft warmth rising against the cool night air. The steam drifts lazily around you, curling, shimmering, then fading into the darkness, as though the land is breathing along with you. Breathe in and feel that warmth move through you. Breathe out, releasing tension, worry, and weight, like mist dissolving into open sky. You notice tiny details. Droplets of moisture glistening on the railing beside you. The dim pulse of light reflected in the water. The harmonies of distant sounds. Faint boiling, slow dripping, an occasional whisper of wind. Each sound blends into the next until it becomes one continuous song. A lullaby of earth and time. As you continue walking, the trail leads you uphill through scattered pines standing dark against the horizon. Their tall silhouettes sway gently. Each branch creaks softly, steady, ancient. You pause to listen to the quiet conversation between wind and wood. And you realize this moment has no beginning and no end. Just a flowing stillness. Your breathing slows even more now. Long and steady. In and out. Every exhale deepens the sense of peace within you. The view opens, wide and breathtaking. Down below lies the great Yellowstone caldera, sleeping beneath the Earth's surface. Though unseen, you can feel its vast presence, still and patient, shaping the world in subtle ways. The air here carries a quiet vibration, almost like the pulse of the land itself. Beneath everything, life continues in its slow, steady rhythm. Eternal, kind, enduring. Now lift your eyes to the night sky. Stars scattered bright across an ink-dark sea. A thin crescent moon hangs low, glowing softly above distant mountains. The Milky Way stretches in a quiet arc overhead, shimmering faintly in the crisp high-altitude air. You feel small beneath it, yet deeply connected, part of this immense and peaceful harmony. You find a place to sit, a smooth, weathered rock still warm from the day's sunlight. From here, you can see everything: the forest, the rivers winding like silver ribbons, the faint outlines of bison resting in the valleys below. The world breathes slowly with you. A pair of wolves howl in the distance. Gentle, haunting, resonant. Their voices rise and fade like twilight waves across the sky. You don't feel fear, only a sense of belonging. The call reminds you that this wilderness is alive, that every sound, every whisper is part of something whole and balanced. As the echoes fade, return to your breath. Inhale deeply, steady and full. Exhale gently, slow and complete. The ground beneath you feels strong and real, grounding you, holding you safely. You imagine roots from your body reaching into the earth, connecting with the land's ancient energy. With every breath, that energy flows back up, calm, patient, restorative. The music fades to almost silence now, with only faint tones and sparse ambient textures lingering. You sit in quiet wonder, the breeze brushing softly across your skin. The stars above shimmer like sparks of peace, each one a reminder of how vast, timeless, and beautiful stillness can be. Your mind drifts, not wandering but resting. The thoughts that once felt heavy begin to dissolve, like pebbles slipping beneath a stream. Only peace remains, slow and bright. You breathe with the earth. You rest with the stars. And all around, Yellowstone settles into night. Vast, alive, eternal. The voice grows softer, slower, quieter. Let yourself drift. If sleep begins to find you, let it. You're surrounded by calm, protected by the arms of the wilderness. Stillness carries you now. The night deepens over Yellowstone. The stars shimmer brighter now, clear and sharp in the mountain air. You can almost hear them, faint glimmers of sound radiating through the stillness, like light singing softly in the distance. The earth below feels cool and strong, its warmth just beneath the surface. You sense the steady energy of countless lifetimes. Forests that have grown and returned to soil. Rivers that have carved paths through stone. Winds that have carried the scents of blooming meadows and snowy peaks. Everything moves in rhythm, slow and eternal. Breathe in. Feel that rhythm echo inside you. Breathe out. Let it carry away every remnant of tension or thought. All around you, the wilderness settles into silence. The distant calls of the wolves have quieted now. The soft rustle of the breeze through grasses rises and falls, steady and tender, like an endless lullaby. The moonlight spreads across the meadow, painting pale silver over every blade of grass. In the soft glow, the landscape feels dreamlike, familiar yet otherworldly. Now, take a moment to focus on your body. Notice how your shoulders feel against the air, how easily they release their weight. Let the muscles in your neck soften. Let your arms rest heavily, comfortably along your sides. Each breath draws you deeper into ease. Gentle, effortless, quiet. Imagine yourself lying down now on a soft patch of wild grass. The earth supports you completely. Steady, safe, unmoving. The coolness of the soil balances the warmth still in your skin. Overhead, pine silhouette against the sky, tall and graceful. The wind drifts through their needles in slow waves, a soothing sound asleep. Focus again on your breath, steady and quiet. Inhale. The scent of pine, damp soil, and distant rain fills your imagination. Exhale. The tension leaves your body like mist disappearing over a thermal pool. You feel your heartbeat slowing, syncing with the soft rhythm of the night itself. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing demands of you. You are free to rest. In the distance, the gentle bubbling of a hot spring comes to mind. Picture its surface, glowing faintly blue-green beneath starlight. Steam curls upward in rhythmic spirals, rising, vanishing, returning. Each movement is calm, effortless, forever repeating. That rhythm becomes your breath, steady and slow. As you lie there, the sounds of night keep you company. A faint owl's call echoes once, then fades away. A rustle of wings, the brush of wind, the hush of leaves. Everything blends into one soft harmony. A song meant for rest. Now let your thoughts drift like clouds. If one appears, watch it pass slowly across the sky, growing dim until it's gone. Beneath the sky of Yellowstone, there is no need to hold on to anything. Time slows. The mind opens, light and clear. The land begins to dream with you. Soft waves of steam rising over dark plains. Rivers gleaming in the distance like threads of light. The faint flicker of stars reflecting on the water's surface. You breathe with the world, one breath at a time, until they match. The land, the river, the sky, and you moving together perfectly, quietly. Each exhale brings you further into calm. Each inhale renews you. Patient, clean, full of peace. Now, imagine a soft blanket of mist drifting over the meadow. It moves like a tender whisper, wrapping gently around you, protecting you, helping you rest. Every sound grows muted and warm. The wind fades to a hum, constant, kind. Even the stars seem to pulse in time with your breathing. Your mind begins to float, weightless. You're neither awake nor fully asleep, balanced in a space of total peace. Everything you need is here. Space, silence, and stillness. You can let go completely now. The night will hold you. Breathe in deeply one last time. Sense the fresh mountain air, the scent of pine and stone. And then breathe out slowly, letting yourself drift deeper and deeper into the quiet heart of Yellowstone, where sleep begins to find you, gently and easily. The night has now settled fully. The air is cool and clean. The stars above endless. You are still lying quietly in the meadow, surrounded by the vast calm of Yellowstone after dark. The stillness feels absolute, but not empty. It's rich with quiet life, the faint hum of insects, the slow rustle of leaves, the pulse of the land beneath. You breathe softly, evenly. With every inhale, your world expands a little. Wide, open, infinite. And with every exhale, you drift deeper inside. Weightless, safe, at ease. Imagine the faint shimmer of fireflies in the distance. Their lights pulsing gently like tiny embers. They appear and fade, appear and fade. A steady rhythm that mirrors your breathing. Beyond them, the horizon glows subtly, with the reflection of moonlight over a distant lake. You feel drawn to that lake, not with movement, but with thought, like drifting on a quiet current. Slowly, the meadow fades, and you find yourself standing near the water's edge. The surface is perfectly still, a mirror stretching toward the mountains. Steam rises in threads from unseen thermal springs, twisting delicately before melting back into the air. Somewhere behind you, a stream trickles over stones. Its sound round and soft, like a whispered melody. Now the moon climbs higher, pale white against a river of stars. Its reflection dances on the surface of the lake in 1,000 silver fragments. You watch them glimmer, gently shifting, as the world feels slower, quieter, softer. Breathe in. Long, slow, quiet. Breathe out. Release everything that might keep you awake. Your body is heavier now, each limb relaxed, your chest rising and falling, like gentle ripples on the lake. You can sense the rhythm of your heart aligning with the rhythm of the water, the rhythm of the earth, each beat calm and steady. In the far distance, you hear a faint sigh of wind moving through pine needles. Soft, circular, endlessly gentle. It carries the scent of resin, stone, and cool air. That scent drifts into you like a memory of peace, spreading warmth through every part of you. Now, even the stars seem to move more slowly. Their reflections blur, gliding across the lake's surface like drifting dreams. Your eyes grow heavy. Your breath becomes lighter, quieter still. The soundscape fades almost entirely. There's only the low hum of the wind and the gentle lapping of water. The world feels suspended between waking and dreaming. You sense the presence of life around you. Elk sleeping in the grasslands, bison resting near the riverbanks, owls perch silently among dark branches. Every creature is quiet, folded into the rhythm of the night. This place sleeps with you. You are part of its peace now. As natural as the wind, as calm as the earth. You no longer need to think or imagine. You simply are. If a thought drifts through, Let it go like mist over the lake. If a sound arises, hear it as part of the night's lullaby. Everything slows. Every fiber loosens. Every breath deepens. You drift like steam. Light. Rising. Dissolving softly into the sky. The voice becomes softer. Fainter. A whisper of warmth and comfort. Let yourself drift with Yellowstone's heartbeat. Slow. Vast. Patient. Let sleep come to you naturally, like night following sunset. You are surrounded by wonder, by stillness, by care. The land, the sky, the water, and you, all gently breathing as one. Peace flows through everything. And as your thoughts fade into dreams, the landscape begins to dissolve into a soft haze. The shimmer of starlight, the soothing hush of wind over grass, the faint warmth of the earth beneath. Now there's only stillness. A long exhale, a final glimmer of moonlight, and rest. Sleep well. The night continues. Only now it feels softer, deeper, dreamlike. You are no longer simply lying in the meadow. You are drifting, floating, wrapped in moonlight's gentle embrace. Beneath you, the grass seems to dissolve into clouds, and you begin to move without effort, the way mist glides over water. Every sound, every sensation is slow and weightless. You float above the sleeping forest, where pines reach upward, branches swaying slightly, brushing the edges of the stars. The world feels timeless. You sense the breath of the land below, warm currents rising from the geothermal springs, blending with the cool air of the night. The two opposites, heat and cold, swirl together in balance, creating soft spirals of movement that carry you higher still. You drift toward a glow in the distance. Below, you begin to see it. The grand prismatic spring. Luminous even in darkness, its colors muted but still alive. glowing like an opal in the earth. The steam glows pale blue in the moonlight, rolling across the fields in graceful waves. As you float above it, you catch glimpses of motion within the mist, faint shapes of light, shimmering and kind, almost like memories. They move with purpose but without weight, drifting through the air in gentle spirals. They feel ancient but familiar. The quiet spirits of air and water, earth and fire. They do not speak, but you understand. This place has always been alive, and you are part of that life. A flicker of the same light that forms everything around you. A slow wind carries you eastward. Below, the Yellowstone River gleams silver, cutting through dark canyons, deep and endless. You can hear it, a distant rush of water echoing like a lullaby. Listen closely now. That sound, constant and flowing, is the rhythm of your breath. The river is your breath, and your breath is a river. Continuous, gentle, infinite. You drift lower, touching the surface of the water. For only a moment, it is warm, smooth, and luminous. Ripples spread outward, glowing faintly, dissolving into the night. Each ripple carries peace, outward and outward, expanding until the whole landscape grows still again. Above, clouds drift slowly past the moon, veiling and unveiling its light in rhythmic pulses. That pulse becomes the new rhythm of your rest. A deeper, slower wave. The dream feels endless but comforting, as if time itself has paused to let you sleep a little longer. Everything you see blends together. Mountains, forests, steam, rivers, and stars into one continuous, flowing vision. The world and you are one motion, one breath, one heartbeat. You no longer float alone. The air seems to hum gently, a harmony between earth and sky. You are surrounded by every quiet thing, all the unseen life resting peacefully in the dark. Owls in their branches, fish in deep pools. The steady pulse of the geyser fields far below. All are breathing the same slow rhythm you are. And then the wind fades again, leaving only silence. A silence that feels vast, sacred, absolute. You rest in that silence. You drift in it, weightless, endless, free, in this stillness. Sleep deepens until dreams dissolve into pure peace. No images, no thoughts, only calm. The dream of Yellowstone continues without you needing to follow it. It moves like a poem without words, stretching endlessly through the night. Your breathing is the tide of that world. Your rest, it's soft turning. Let go now. Let it carry you wherever peace leads. You are entirely safe, entirely still, entirely home. The deep night has held you for hours now. Time feels far away, dissolved into stillness. In your dreams, the darkness begins to lighten. It's not sunrise yet, only a soft suggestion, a hint of warmth along the horizon. The stars fade gently, not disappearing, but moving aside to make room for new light. You are still floating, suspended somewhere between dream and waking. The air has changed. You can feel it, the faintest shift, cool giving way to calm warmth. It's the breath of dawn, quiet and kind. Beneath you, the landscape begins to take shape again. Shadows become outlines. Outlines become color. The rivers gleam faintly in the early light, like veins of silver. The forest below stirs gently, wind whispering through the tall pines. As you drift lower, your feet touch the soft ground near the edge of a meadow. Dew glimmers across the grass like tiny stars that have fallen to rest. Every blade shivers slightly in the early breeze. Alive, peaceful. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the freshness of new morning. Exhale the final remnants of night. With that breath, your body begins to feel light again, clear and renewed. Every part of you feels open, calm, and balanced. You look toward the horizon. The sky is painted in delicate color. Faint lavender, gold, and rose. The sun hasn't yet broken through, but its promise glows across the peaks. The geyser fields shimmer far in the distance. Tiny plumes of steam rising like quiet prayers. For a moment, everything holds still. The pause before sunrise. Birdsong begins lightly. One call, then another, weaving a melody that feels older than the park itself. Each note is soft but clear, a hymn to the morning. You walk slowly now, through the damp grass. Each step leaves a small mark that fills again with moisture. The air smells of pine, stone, and cold water. The world hums quietly, not loud, not urgent, just alive. The warmth of the earth beneath you reminds you of Yellowstone's deep heart. The living fire below that never rests. Even as night gives way to day, that inner energy continues. Constant, patient, unseen. You feel it moving softly through you. The same calm strength that exists in the land. You reach a small rise overlooking the valley. The first line of sunlight touches the rim of a distant mountain. A thin golden thread unraveling into the dark. Slowly it spreads, filling the valley with light. Steam rises from the river now, glowing golden white. The mist swirls gently around you as you breathe in. It smells like life. Clean, warm, renewing. Breathe deeply. Each breath draws in the quiet strength of the morning. Each exhale releases everything old, tired, or heavy. The sun lifts higher, and light spills through the trees, illuminating each droplet of dew. The bison in the distance move quietly, their fur tinted gold by sunrise. Ravens swoop low across the plain, their dark wings glinting with silver light. This is the world waking, calm and complete. And in your heart, a reflection of that same awakening takes place. Peace turns to quiet joy. Stillness becomes clarity. You stand there for a moment, warmed by the first rays of light. The air hums, gentle, alive, tender. You are part of it. The rhythm of the land, the pulse of the morning. You close your eyes, feeling the warmth on your face. Where night once whispered you to sleep, morning now whispers awakening. The two are the same. Beginnings folding into endings. Endings becoming new beginnings again. Let that feeling linger. That perfect balance of rest and renewal. Let it fill your mind with softness and strength. You are peaceful. You are alive. You are connected to everything here. The sky, the river, the mountain, the quiet fire beneath. The voice grows faint, like a breeze passing through leaves. Breathe in the day. Breathe out the night. And let yourself rest in this golden light a little longer. Perfectly calm. Perfectly whole. The sun continues to rise over Yellowstone. Slowly, patiently, without hurry. Soft rays of light spill over the ridges, washing the valleys in a warm, golden glow. You stand in the quiet meadow, feeling that light reach you. It touches your face, your shoulders, your hands, like a gentle blessing from the morning. The coolness of night has softened into a tender warmth, wrapping the land in comfort. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the calm of the new day. Exhale everything that feels heavy or worn. As you breathe, you notice the details returning to the world around you. The edges of the pine trees grow sharper in the sunlight. The river in the distance gleams brighter. A ribbon of silver weaving through the green. Mist still clings to its surface, lifting gradually as the air warms. You begin to walk unhurried along a narrow trail that leads from the meadow toward the forest. The ground is soft beneath your feet, damp soil and pine needles forming a quiet, cushioned path. Each step is silent, each movement relaxed and easy. The forest welcomes you with open arms. Tall lodgepole pines rise on either side, their trunks straight and strong, reaching toward the sky. Sunlight filters through the branches in scattered beams, creating patches of light and shadow that dance gently on the forest floor. You can hear birds now, delicate calls echoing from branch to branch, creating a soft chorus of morning songs. Their voices are clear but gentle, adding a bright, hopeful note to the peaceful air. You pause for a moment, closing your eyes. You feel the forest around you, solid, living, protective. The scent of pine resin, earth, and distant water fills your senses. You are completely safe here, supported by the quiet strength of the trees. Breathe in slowly, feeling your chest rise, your ribs expanding easily. Breathe out gently, releasing any lingering strain from a night. As you walk deeper along the trail, the sound of flowing water grows closer. Soon, you emerge from the trees onto a small overlook. Above a clear, gentle river, the water moves steadily over smooth stones, creating a constant, soothing murmur. Sunlight sparkles on the surface like scattered diamonds, drifting downstream. You find a place to sit on a smooth, sun-warmed rock. From here, you can see the river bend and curve through the valley, framed by tall grass and wildflowers opening to the day. The colors are soft but vibrant. Greens, golds, and touches of pale blue from the sky reflected in the water. Let your body grow heavy and relax where you sit. Feel the rock beneath you, solid, steady, unchanging. It supports your weight completely. You do not need to hold yourself up. You can surrender your weight to the earth and rest. Your breathing becomes one with the river. Each inhale is like water flowing toward you. Cool, fresh, calming. Each exhale is like water flowing away, carrying any tension. any scattered thoughts. Downstream and far away, you may notice along the opposite bank a small herd of elk moving slowly through the grass. They step with quiet grace, their bodies strong yet peaceful. They graze, lift their heads, listen, then graze again, unhurried, completely at ease. Watching them, you feel that same ease settle into your own body. Time seems to stretch and soften here. Minutes feel like hours, but in a way that is gentle and kind. There is nothing you have to do, nowhere you have to be. Only this river, this light, this quiet morning in Yellowstone. Allow your thoughts to thin, like clouds dissolving in the warming sky. If any thought appears, acknowledge it kindly. Then let it drift away on the river's surface. The water knows how to carry it, far beyond the bend, out of sight, leaving your mind clear and calm. Once more, breathe in deeply, drawing in the peace of the forest, the river, the open sky. Breathe out slowly, letting your body soften even more, your shoulders loose, your jaw relaxed, your hands resting easily. You sit in this stillness, listening to the river's endless song. The day is fully awake now, but your own inner world remains quiet and serene. You are alert, yet deeply relaxed, refreshed, centered, and connected to the living heart of Yellowstone. Stay here as long as you wish, resting in this place where water, light, and earth come together in perfect harmony. You are part of that harmony. Calm, grounded, and at peace, you rise slowly from your place by the river, feeling refreshed, steady and light. The morning is fully unfolded now, but the air remains cool and gentle against your skin. Ahead, a path leads you toward one of Yellowstone's quiet thermal basins. You follow it at an easy pace, each step smooth and relaxed. The forest gradually thins, and the scent of warm earth and mineral-rich steam begins to drift through the air. Soon, you see the wooden boardwalk stretching out before you, curving gracefully through the basin. It floats just above the ground, guiding you safely across this delicate landscape. You place your foot upon the smooth, sun-warmed planks and begin to walk, slow and unhurried. Around you, the ground changes color and texture. Pale earth, streaked with white, rust, and gold, stretches toward pools of shimmering water. Thin wisps of steam rise from the surface of these springs, twisting gently upward into the clear morning sky. The air feels warmer here, wrapping you in a soft, comforting embrace. You listen to the steady, subtle sounds of this hidden world. Faint bubbling, quiet hissing, the soft sigh of steam escaping from vents deep within the earth. Everything moves at its own patient pace, unhurried and eternal. You come to a small overlook along the boardwalk and pause. Below you, a hot spring glows with surreal color. Its center is a deep, luminous blue, fading outward into rings of green, yellow, and orange along the edges. Sunlight dances on the surface, making the water appear almost alive. A slow, quiet pulse of color and light. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the warmth, the mystery, the ancient calm of this place. Exhale any remaining restlessness, letting it dissolve into the rising steam. As you stand there, you feel a sense of awe, but it is a gentle awe, restful and grounding. This is the earth's deep heart, revealed only at the surface. It reminds you that beneath everything, there's a steady, enduring energy always at work, always present. You continue along the boardwalk, turning with its curves as it leads you past more pools, small vents, and delicate mineral terraces. Each feature is unique, yet all are connected by the same underground heat, the same quiet power. You move without urgency, simply observing, breathing, and feeling your body remain loose and at ease. Gradually, the boardwalk returns you to solid ground and a familiar forest trail. You follow it as it rises gently. The sound of distant water slowly becoming clearer. The air shifts again. Cooler now, touched by the fresh spray of falling water carried on the breeze. Soon, the trees thin, and you find yourself at the rim of a great canyon. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone opens beneath you, vast and breathtaking. Cliffs of yellow gold and rust drop sharply to the river far below, where the water flows in a ribbon of pale green and white. You walk to a safe overlook and rest your hands lightly on the railing. From here, you can see a waterfall plunging into canyon, its white veil of water roaring gently in the distance. The sound is powerful yet soothing, a constant, steady rush that feels like the earth's own deep, calming voice. Let your gaze follow the falling water downward, watching it crash and then transform into a swirling, flowing river again. It continues its journey through the canyon, carving its way peacefully through stone that has stood for ages. You feel your thoughts doing the same, carving a path through the clutter, leaving clear, open space within. Breathe in slowly. Let the cool, mist-kissed air fill your lungs. Breathe out gently. Imagine your exhale flowing down into the canyon, carried away by the river's current. Here at the canyon's edge, you feel both small and deeply connected. The scale of the landscape reminds you that there is room for everything. For silence, for rest, for clarity. The world around you is vast and strong, and you are safely cradled within it. You stand quietly for a while, listening to the waterfall's endless song. Its rhythm is steady, dependable, timeless. You allow that rhythm to settle into your chest, into your breathing, into your thoughts. When you are ready, you step back from the railing, carrying that calm with you. The canyon remains behind, but its sense of spaciousness stays within. A wide, open stillness inside your mind and body. As you turn to walk back along the trail, the sounds of the waterfalls soften, blending into bird song and the whisper of the wind through the trees. Each step feels grounded, light, and sure. You move through Yellowstone's morning with a peaceful heart, wrapped in the quiet power of this land. You walk along a gently sloping path, leaving the canyon and its distant waterfall behind. The sound of rushing water fades, replaced by a quieter hush. The soft murmur of wind moving through open space. Ahead, the trees begin to thin. Sunlight widens, spilling across a broad, open shoreline. You step out of the forest and find yourself standing at the edge of Yellowstone Lake. Vast, quiet, and shimmering beneath the midday sky. The water stretches far into the distance, its surface a gentle expanse of blue and silver. Small waves lap softly against the shore, rolling in and out in a slow, soothing rhythm. Far across the lake, low hills and distant mountains rise in soft shapes, their outlines softened by light. You walk toward the water's edge, feeling the ground beneath you change from firm soil to smooth, rounded stones and packed sand. Each step is steady and unhurried. The air is cooler here, carrying the fresh, clean scent of deep water and open sky. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the clarity of this wide, open space. Exhale any lingering tightness in your chest, letting it wash away with the gentle waves. You find a comfortable place to sit near the shoreline. Perhaps a flat rock warmed by the sun, or a soft patch of sand. As you settle, you feel the warmth beneath you and the cool breeze across your face. Your body releases any remaining tension, sinking naturally into rest. Before you, the lake moves in endless, gentle patterns. Small ripples form far out on the surface and slowly travel inward, breaking softly at your feet. The sound is delicate and repetitive, a natural, calming rhythm that you can feel in your breath. Let your breathing match that rhythm now. As a wave rolls in, breathe in slowly. As it draws back, breathe out gently,
in and out. Wave in and wave out. Steady, slow, effortless. Above, the sky is wide and open. A soft blue with a few thin, wandering clouds. They drift lazily across the sun, casting faint, moving shadows on the surface of the water. Each passing cloud reminds you of how easily thoughts can come and go, appearing briefly, then drifting away without effort. Along the shore, you may notice a few water birds moving quietly. Perhaps a duck gliding across the surface, leaving a V-shaped wake behind it. It paddles without hurry, its motion smooth and certain. Watching it, you feel the same sense of ease within yourself. The assurance that you can move through your day calmly, gently at your own pace. The lake holds a deep stillness beneath its surface, even as small waves shift and change. The water below remains quiet and stable. You can sense that same stillness within you. A quiet center that stays calm, no matter how thoughts or feelings may ripple at the surface. Breathe in. Feel that inner stillness grow. Breathe out. Let any surface restlessness soften and fade. The sun climbs higher, and light scatters in bright patterns across the water, like countless tiny sparks. They flicker and dance, yet the overall scene remains tranquil and slow. You feel warmed, comforted, and gently renewed by the light. For a moment, close your eyes and simply listen. Hear the soft lapping of waves, the light whisper of wind passing over the lake, and perhaps the distant call of a bird across the water. All these sounds blend into one continuous, calming presence, a soundscape of peace. Your mind grows quiet in response. There is no need to plan, to remember, or to decide. Here by the lake, you are free simply to be, breathing, watching, resting. If any thought arises, imagine placing it on the surface of the water as a small leaf. See it float gently away, carried out across the lake, growing smaller and smaller until it disappears into the bright horizon. With each thought that drifts away, your mind becomes lighter and clearer. Once more, breathe in deeply, drawing in the cool freshness of the lake, the spaciousness of the sky, and the strength of the mountains in the distance. Breathe out fully. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw relax. Your hands rest loosely in your lap or at your sides. You sit in this place, fully present, surrounded by quiet beauty. Midday light glows gently around you.
The lake's slow, steady movements cradle your attention, keeping you anchored in calm and ease. Stay here as long as you wish, listening to the rhythm of the water and feeling the openness of the world around you. You are peaceful. You are grounded. You are held by the vast, tranquil heart of Yellowstone. The hours pass gently by the lake, but the feeling of time remains soft and blurred. Eventually, you notice the light beginning to change. The sun lowers slightly in the sky, and the blue overhead deepens, touched by the faintest hint of gold. Shadows along the shoreline grow a little longer, stretching calmly across the stones and sand. The waves keep their slow, steady rhythm, but the light upon them shifts. Bright midday sparkles becoming warmer, softer glimmers. You rise slowly from your resting place, feeling calm, refreshed, and unhurried. The warmth of the rock or sand lingers beneath your hands as you stand. You take a moment to breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the cool, clear air drifting off the water. Inhale. Let the quiet strength of the lake and the surrounding mountains sink into you. Exhale. Release any last tension, letting it fade into the soft sound of the waves. You turn from the shore and follow a gentle path that leads you back through the trees. The forest is brighter than it was at dawn, but the light now feels relaxed, mellow, and kind. Sunbeams slant through the branches and angle, painting streaks of gold across trunks and moss. As you walk, your steps remain slow and easy. Pine needles cushion the ground, creating a quiet, springy surface beneath your feet. The air carries a mixture of scents. Sun-warmed bark, cool shadows, and the distant memory of the lake. Bird song has softened into a gentle afternoon chorus. You hear the occasional call, the flutter of wings, the rustle of a small animal moving through underbrush. Every sound feels peaceful, part of a larger, soothing pattern of life. Soon, the trees begin to thin again, and you step out into a wide, open meadow bathed in late afternoon light. The grasses sway slowly in the breeze, their tips glowing in shades of gold and soft green. Wildflowers the field here and there, adding gentle touches of color. Pale purple, yellow, and white. You pause at the meadow's edge and simply look. The sky above stretches vast and open. The sun now moving gradually toward the horizon. Clouds drift lazily, edged with warm light, as if they too are relaxing into the closing of the day. You walk into the meadow at an unhurried pace. Each step through the grass produces a faint whispering sound, a soft brushing that blends with the wind. You feel the openness around you, a wide, spacious calm that reflects the quiet within. In the distance, you may see a few bison moving slowly across the field. Their heavy forms are gentle, their pace measured and calm. They graze, pause, and graze again, fully at ease in the fading light. Watching them, you feel a grounding presence, a reminder of the strength in slowness, the power in simply existing. You find a comfortable spot to rest again. Perhaps a small rise in the meadow that gives you a view of the sky and the surrounding hills. As you sit or lie down, the grass supports you softly, and the earth beneath feels steady and sure. Your body relaxes naturally, welcomed by the land. Breathe in slowly. Feel the coolness of the breeze pass over your skin, carrying the scent of grass and sun. Breathe out gently. Let every exhale sink you deeper into comfort. Above, the sunlight begins to soften further. The blue of the sky warms to a gentle amber near the horizon. Shadows grow longer, richer, and the tops of the grasses glow as if lit from within. You watch as the day moves toward evening in a slow, graceful arc. There is no rush, only a smooth, natural unfolding. You feel yourself moving with it, your thoughts and breath following the same gentle descent. If any thought of the outside world appears, acknowledge it softly. Then let it drift away like a small seed carried by the wind across the meadow. You do not need to hold on to it. Here, you are allowed to rest. Listen to the meadow's sounds. The quiet susurration of grass in the breeze. A distant bird calling once or twice. Perhaps the soft, low grumble of a bison far across the field. All of it blends into a single, peaceful presence. Once more, let your breathing slow even further. In and out, like the easy rise and fall of the grass in the wind, like the slow arc of the sun moving across the sky. The light continues to mellow, preparing gently for evening. You remain in a state of deep calm, awake enough to witness the beauty of the scene. Rest enough that your body feels light and free of effort. Stay here as long as you wish, resting in the warmth and softness of late afternoon in Yellowstone. The day is beginning to close, but there is no sense of ending, only a gradual, peaceful transition toward another quiet night. The late afternoon light in the meadow continues to soften, minute by minute. What was once bright and clear now grows warm and mellow, like a gentle candle glow spread across the land. You remain resting in the grass, watching as the sun moves steadily toward the horizon. Shadows lengthen, stretching across the field in calm. Dark shapes. The tops of the grasses glow in soft gold, swaying slowly in the breeze. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale the warmth of the fading day. Exhale any last bits of tension, letting them drift away with the passing light. The sky above begins to change color. Blue melts into soft shades of peach and rose, then into deeper tones of amber and violet. Thin clouds catch the sunlight, their edges glowing as if lit from within. In the distance, the bison move closer to the shadowed edges of the meadow. Their silhouettes stand out against the brightening sky, strong and steady. They move with the same unhurried grace as before, accepting the coming night without concern, without hurry. Bird song becomes quieter now, shifting into the softer calls of evening. A few notes echo across the field, then fade. The wind, too, seems to calm, its voice lowering to a whisper as it passes gently through the grasses. You feel that same softening inside. Your thoughts slow. Your body grows heavier in the most comfortable way, as the earth is inviting you to rest a little deeper. You shift your gaze to the horizon, where the sun now touches the distant hills. For a moment, the land and sky are bathed in a rich, golden light. Then, slowly, the sun begins to slip behind the ridgeline, leaving behind a glow that lingers like a quiet memory. Breathe in slowly. Invite that golden warmth into your chest, your shoulders, your hands. Breathe out gently. Let everything unnecessary fall away with the sinking sun. As the last direct light disappears, colors deepen. The sky turns from gold to rose, from rose to purple, from purple to deepening blue. The first faint stars begin to appear, tiny points of light puncturing the smooth fabric of twilight. The temperature cools slightly, brushing your skin with a soft, refreshing chill. You feel the shift, but you remain entirely comfortable, the lingering warmth of the day still held within your body, the cool air soothing and kind. You rise slowly from the grass, taking a moment to stretch with gentle ease. Then you begin to walk back toward the edge of the meadow, following a simple path that leads once more to the sheltering trees. The forest now glows with the last light of dusk. Tree trunks are dark against the sky that still holds a faint band of color near the horizon. Above the canopy, stars multiply, one after another, appearing silently, effortlessly. As you move beneath the trees, the sounds of evening deepen. Crickets begin their nighttime chorus, a steady, rhythmic pattern that soothes the mind. You hear the occasional soft call of a bird settling in for night, then silence again. Your footsteps are quiet on the path, a soft crunch of soil and needles, barely audible above the sounds of the forest. You feel safe here, wrapped in the gentle embrace of branches and leaves. Guided by the dim, silvery light that filters through from above. Eventually, the trees part, and you step onto a small rise with an open view of the sky. Night has nearly arrived now. The last color on the horizon has faded into a soft, smoky gray blue, and the stars shine more clearly overhead. You find a place to sit or lie down, perhaps on a smooth rock or a patch of dry grass. The earth beneath you feels cool and firm, grounding you in quiet stability. Your body sinks into it naturally, grateful for support. Look up at the sky. The Milky Way stretches across it like a faint, glowing river. Stars are scattered everywhere, bright and dim. close and distant, all shimmering gently in the darkness. Breathe in. Let the vastness of the sky fill you with a sense of wonder and peace. Breathe out. Release any remaining thought that tries to pull you away from this moment. The sounds of night gather softly around you. Crickets chirp in steady patterns. A faint breeze moves through distant trees. Perhaps, far away, you hear the low, distant howl of a wolf, its call long and echoing, then gone. None of these sounds disturb you. They are part of a peaceful, natural lullaby. Your breathing slows further, matching the unhurried rhythm of the night. Each inhale is smooth and easy. Each exhale carries you deeper into relaxation. You feel the boundary between yourself and the landscape soften. You are no longer just a visitor here. You are part of this night, part of this quiet wilderness, part of Yellowstone's gentle, enduring heartbeat. Your thoughts are few and far between now, like distant stars in a wide sky. When one appears, you notice it kindly, then let it drift away, growing smaller and smaller until it disappears into the darkness. Stay here, beneath the stars, as long as you wish. You are safe. You are calm. You are held by the stillness of the night and the timeless strength of the earth beneath you. Night has fully settled over Yellowstone now. The sky above you is a deep, velvety blue, scattered with countless stars. You are still lying comfortably on the earth, supported, steady and at ease. The ground beneath you feels cool and solid like a calm, quiet presence that holds you gently in place. Around you, the air is crisp and clean, carrying the subtle scents of pine, soil, and distant stone. Take a slow, gentle breath. Inhale the coolness of the night. Exhale slowly, feeling your entire body soften even more. The sounds of the darkness are delicate and reassuring. Crickets sing in soft, steady patterns, like a quiet, repeating song. A light breeze drifts past, brushing over grasses and leaves with a faint whisper. Every sound is soft, distant and soothing. Nothing sharp, nothing sudden. Above, The Milky Way stretches in a luminous arc, like a river of light flowing through the sky. Some stars are bright and clear, others faint and far away, but together they create a feeling of endless space. Looking up at them, you may feel small, but in a way that is comforting, as if you are a cherished part of something vast and gentle. Let your gaze soften, or if your eyes are closed, imagine that sky inside your mind. Each star is like a point of calm, a tiny light of peace. Your thoughts, if they appear, are like brief wisps of cloud passing slowly between those lights. With every breath, your body becomes heavier and more relaxed. Your limbs rest easily, warm and still. Your jaw loosens. Your shoulders release. And your hands relax completely. Fingers soft and open. Breathe in. Notice how the cool air feels as it enters. Light and refreshing. Breathe out. Let your exhale carry away any last traces of effort or tension. In the distance, you might hear a single low call, perhaps a far-off owl or a wolf's faint howl echoing across the valley. The sound reaches you gently, softened by distance and night. It reminds you that this wilderness is alive, but resting just as you are. Imagine now that your breath is perfectly synchronized with the land itself. As you inhale, the earth seems to expand very slightly. A slow, quiet opening. As you exhale, everything settles and relaxes. A gentle return to stillness. You and the landscape breathe together in one peaceful rhythm. Thoughts may rise like small ripples on a still pond. Do not chase them. Simply watch them appear, then slowly smooth out and disappear. The surface of your mind grows calmer and calmer, until it is as quiet as a lake at night, reflecting only starlight and darkness. Your awareness begins to soften at the edges. Sounds feel more distant. The sense of your body lying on the earth becomes lighter, as if you're floating just above the ground, held carefully by the night. If you wish, imagine a gentle, warm light at the center of your chest, soft and steady, like the glow of a hidden ember. With each breath in, that light grows a little warmer and more comforting. With each breath out, it spreads slowly through your body, down your arms, into your hands, through your torso, legs, and feet, until every part of you feels wrapped in a cocoon of calm. Outside you, the night remains quiet and kind. Stars drift slowly across the sky. The earth cools and rests, and all the animals of the park settle deeper into their own places of safety and sleep. You are one of them now, another peaceful presence in this resting world. Breathe in. Feel that sense of belonging, of being perfectly in the right place. Breathe out. Let go of any need to stay awake or to follow every word. The voice you hear becomes softer, slower, and less important. You no longer need to pay close attention. It is simply another gentle sound in the background, like wind, like distant water, like the soft chorus of crickets. If sleep begins to rise within you, welcome it. Let it come closer with every breath, like a dark, warm blanket being drawn up over you. You do not need to do anything for it to arrive. You only need to allow it. Your eyelids are heavy now. If they are not already closed, your thoughts are fewer and farther between. Silence grows longer between each word, each sound, each breath. All around you, Yellowstone's night holds you in quiet protection. The forests, rivers, meadows, and distant peaks stand watch as you drift deeper into rest. Here, time does not press on you. Here, you are completely free to let go. Take one more slow, comfortable breath in and a long, soft breath out. Then let yourself drift gently, easily, without effort, into deep, peaceful sleep. The land will continue to breathe. The stars will continue to shine. And you are safe to rest as long as you need